Well, Watford are already sick of the sight of Southampton. This is the fourth time they've played them this year and are yet to beat them yet. So let's preview this one with, of course, Aaron. Good evening, Aaron. How are you?
Evening, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Look, we're previewing this before the midweek games, so I'm going to say at this moment you're still undefeated under Tom Cleverley, and could this be fourth time lucky against the Saints? Talk to us about the Preston game first, and then we'll have about chat about Southampton.
I mean, it was a bit of a dull affair, wasn't it? And there wasn't much to shout about, really. I thought we did a good job. We're still quite structured as we sort of have been under Tom, but yeah, we could have played for the week, and neither team might have scored. um, it was definitely not one for the neutral.
Okay. When is Sema back, and is it sooner the better in terms of performances like that?
I have been crying out for a while, actually, for him to come back so that we can put him at the left wing back position because Jamal Lewis he's not cutting it at all. That's not even Sema's actual sort of main position as actually as a winger by trade. But I generally think he could do such a better job, especially how we're playing now, than Lewis can. He just seems to be made to frustrate us all. He gets the ball and you think, oh yeah, go forward, drive Lewis, drive, and, get the ball in the box. And he'll dribble, like he'll tap it for over 10 seconds, and it is you gouging your eyes out trying to watch. Like, please put us out of our misery. But yeah, it can't go quick enough.
Okay. Only two shots on target against Preston, which is the lowest number of shots at home against any team this side. Are Watford on the beach?
Yeah, to some respects. I think there's definitely a willingness to do well for Tom, and I think the players are sort of buying back into it. Although we may be on the beach, I still think we're putting in performances that were better than obviously the run we come off of when Tom was tired. But look, in sport, unless you've got something really to drive for and aim for, you're never going to see like the top performances from anyone. So I would say we're pretty much on the beach with a couple of the other teams.
Okay. All right, then let's talk about Russell Martin's Southampton. It's your fixture then this weekend. So it's a couple of 1-1s in the league and the cup, and of course then it's 3-0, wasn't it, in the replay. How do you go about beating a Russell Martin side?
Um, I tell you what, the cup game at home, I genuinely think it was one of Watford's best performances of the season. And I'll tell you why. It's because at the time, I think I can't hear remember saying we were trying to be sort of one of those teams that dominate the ball, like a Russell Martin side would do. But going into that game, obviously, we knew that we weren't able to do that. And we set up to be like way more threatening on the counter and to sort of let Southampton do their thing. But we stayed structured and rigid and took our chances where we had them. And especially the first half, although they had all the ball, we gave them nothing, absolutely nothing. And if you can replicate what we did in that first half on Saturday, I think we'll have a really good chance. Even in the second half, it didn't quite go totally wrong. It just we sort of ran out of steam at the end, as we have in many games this year, and ended up conceding what was a pretty good strike for Armstrong. But all in all, I think we could get a lot from that performance and apply that to Saturday. I think we've got a good shot.
Okay. Last 19 games between you, you've actually won two. So, can you think of another bogey side that's worse? Your record is worse against than Southampton.
Oh, that is a tough one. Notoriously in the Premier League, we weren't so good against Burnley. Palace has always been a bit of a sticky one for us as well. Not sure about in the Championship this season, but we did struggle against Bristol City this year, and obviously they thrashed us at home. But no, Southampton have really been a thorn in our side.
Okay. All right, let's get your predictions then for this fixture, and then I want to ask you about the standard of the Championship. Just briefly, predictions. Visit to St Mary's.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that we might be gone for another 1-1 draw. I don't think we'll get thrashed. That replay, especially, we played like a pretty bit part team, and we didn't really want the extra fixture. You could tell they weren't really putting 100% into that game. I think, like I said, the players are showing up for Tom. I don't think Southampton are quite gunning as hard, like as strongly as they were, especially with it looking like autos isn't really going to be in their realm now. So no, I think we can get a point.
Okay. All right. And then finally, I just want to ask you about the standard of the Championship this year, because obviously you were here last year with Sheffield United and Burnley seemingly heading straight back down, and maybe Luton with it, and the three teams in the Premier League going straight back up. What's your view on the gap between Premier League and the Championship? I watched Burnley at the weekend as an Everton supporter, and I thought they were the worst side. I mean, we were bad, but they were absolutely terrible. And then I look at the League Championship table from last year and see they walked it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, as a Watford fan, worry that even from your time when you're in the Premier League to now, that the gap has grown?
Yeah, I think the gap is undeniable. You even see it in the cup. You can get like teams that are maybe quite high in the championship. They go to a Premier League team and they play like they're in League Two. It's yeah, the gap is obviously there. With Burnley. I think their case is perhaps a bit different because I think the squads that they play now in the Premier League is so different to the squad they play in the Championship. I don't know what their recruitment strategy was. So sorry to any Burnley fans listening to this for the criticism, but I think they just got that totally wrong, bringing so many players in and sort of letting the trustworthy players that had got them there not have a shot.
Okay.
But no, there is 100% a gap. I mean, them lot of the road as well. That squad shouldn't be competing. They're only going to stay up if they do because of these deductions. Yeah, the gap is undeniable, and I can't see it getting any better, especially with obviously them rejecting the deal to put more funding into the Football League.
Yeah. All right, thanks for that, Aaron. Good luck against Southampton. Fourth time lucky, yeah?
Yeah, I hope so. Okay. It's a long old trip there, so.
All right, we'll catch you next week. Thanks, mate.
Cheers. See you later.